there's absolutely nothing to worry about here, I'm sure. Building some sort of situation where I think, oh my gosh, it is a synth situation. Where should we put it? Who should we influence? I don't even know where to begin. Oh my gosh, an appeasing fragrance that's going to make people hungry because it smells like little cheese crackers. Oh my word. Can I upgrade this? Because this is kind of amazing. But we can encourage people to go ahead and get hungry, or we can encourage them to go ahead and want to actually do some shopping by making everything smell a little different around here. And you know, making them get hungry is probably a fine thing to do if we actually had anyone who was actually here to take care of them. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want somebody who can, okay. Look, we need to wait for more applicants to come and possibly be our new chef, who will come and help us take care of everyone who will be visiting our science oasis, or our oasis of science, depending on how you want to see it, here in 2 Point Museum. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome to our adventures, where our expedition team has just returned. Cave biologist Tickleton! Hang in there! Unfortunately, it seems those subterranean tremors are getting a little bit worse, and they appear to have face planted again. But at least we are getting a little bit closer at completing the flying machine, which does seem to require like a lot of work. I'm really surprised at how much effort you have to put in to get these decorations up and going. But hopefully things will turn out fairly soon. And also, I love these contraptions. This is what science can accomplish if we go ahead and really put our minds to it, apparently. Oh, right. But really, honestly, building that synth thing was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So with that in mind, welcome back, my friends, as we continue our endeavors in searching the depths of the Upper Antique Archives with all their scientific artifacts and historical inventions, as we prepare ourselves for what will hopefully be a serious scientist ride. Oh my gosh. Apparently we have a lot of our scientists who currently have been dealing with cases of broken face across the board as they have been getting hit in the face with a bunch of the books we currently have. Well, maybe we should actually give someone, I don't know, a racket to beat back the bookworms or whatever else are bothering them. Oh my gosh, and we're actually making money, yes! Oh, that makes me very happy. And we have an exhibit collector who's looking for fish. Unfortunately, they're going to be looking for, they're going to be looking for a little while because we're still working on trying to prepare our only marine life expert for such a dubious and somewhat dangerous expedition. But you know what? I guess better now than never. Okay, oh good, we do have a wide tropical net. But we're gonna send Beachwatcher Goose Bucket out, and I'm really hoping everything will work out okay on a detailed survey, even if we have not yet trained them enough to become observant in survey skills so that they won't get lost at sea. And even if they don't know how to do rapid restoration, so that they can rapidly try to plug up a leak in the submarines and the ships. And even, you know what, now their face might potentially be broken too. I'm beginning to sense a running theme here that we really might need to work on. And I also am beginning to sense that maybe upgrading our bandage box could be a good idea at some point very, very soon. But for now, let us find a fine chef who can come and work for us. Not a nimble toilet terror, please. How about none other than the defective one, which really actually sounds like you shouldn't be a chef. You should be working some other job. Maybe we'll have you do marketing like in your downtime. But actually, Cafeteria, there we go. But it's Chef the Defective One, which I actually think is an amazing name if you were going to try to become a chef at a science-y facility like this. And also, 1 second, Chef the Defective One. I need to dive down into the expedition dilemma in the Bungle Burrows, where it seems that our poor new scientist has already run into quite the dilemma. Your team discovers a giant circular tube connected to a variety of circuits and monitors. One of your staff postulates it could be a particle collider. How about we check the monitors before we climb inside? This is where we're gonna gather all of our stuff up, all of our sciencey stuff, and we are going to pass out some snackies first, and then we are going to cross our arms and we are going to recite the basics of safe, serious science, which it probably involves reading the instructions first, which I always have kind of rolled my eyes at. Not always, because my dad's actually an engineer and a very talented mechanic, and he has always been like, check, double check, and triple check, and measure once, measure twice, or measure twice, cut once, sort of like mottos in life, which might be very Midwestern or very mechanical or very engineering. Let me know. I say Midwestern, but like he was born in Hawaii and lived in California his whole life, mostly as a surfer dude. Well, not his whole life, but like before he married my mom. Anyway, getting distracted by yet another one of those series segues. The point is, serious science means read the directions first, or else you too may actually almost start a house fire in your friend's house while trying to make fruit sorbet in their new ice cream maker. That's a true story. I didn't do it. It turns out you can't add ice to a sorbet maker. Don't ask me. Turns out it isn't a hard-on collider after all, but some kind of human propulsion system that you managed to sell to a nearby theme park owner for a handsome fee. All right, whoever is exploring the upper archives, you, my friend, just got a big boost in my humble opinion. Also, let's go ahead and give a bit of a pay raise to Chef the Defective One, who is about to become an extremely talented chef in our facilities. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to dress you, because you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go with Explorer. I love the idea of them coming on in. How is this cafeteria doing? We're going to go ahead and we are going to serve some green salad smoothie. And we're going to serve some, let's see, atomic paste actually. Oh, that sounds so cool. So we're going to do atomic paste, and then we're going to do crumbly crumb pie. And we're gonna do the jumping jelly because that sounds really fun. And then we're going to check in how is our overall facility doing when it comes to, apparently the room decoration rating is nice and high. We have a huge line of people waiting to be able to like go anywhere in here. I feel like we could do a little bit better with the decoration though. So let's expand the cafeteria just a little bit, and then maybe expand the seating a little bit. But then we can decorate it a touch to make sure that it feels science-y, because, whoops, okay, maybe, well, no, then I almost like yeet the entire cafeteria into some sort of black hole. Well, it's me. I don't know what else you guys were expecting, but I'm not surprised if I almost yeet the whole thing into a black hole. Oh dear. All right, well, let's see. And we've got some, there we go. And then maybe we'll get a little table or two tucked to the side, or should I just have some decorations? I think people have enough seats, and I feel obligated to make this place look a little bit less sad, because it looks kind of sad at the moment. And by sad, I mean I wouldn't really want to eat the mush that's being sold in here because it doesn't feel like an appetizing room. Ooh, and maybe we can make people's hunger go down with the smells. But technically they're already in the area that will provide them with the good smells. Oh, the dilemmas. It's not really much of a dilemma to be able to like make a really pretty room though. Let's see, factory gray, no. There's ice floor, high-tech floor maybe? I mean, that's kind of cool to get your museum mush from. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that teal. I really don't like the cafeteria seats though. I really wish we could change them. But I mean, what are you gonna do? actually be able to go ahead and maybe do some more exploring in other museums. You jest, friends, you jest. Like, be able to, you know what? Let's dig into the science of everything, because I am curious. I am really curious about what the other science has to offer, and I am really curious at like how we could decorate this place to make it really fun, especially in the ways where we could like add in the like light bulb lamp like so people can see a little bit. That's always a benefit, being able to see where you're going, eh? There we go. All right, and I think some of our expeditions have actually returned. So, yes! Okay, so we do have our archives with our brand new scientist, Eureka Lillian, who is one of our wonderful patrons, just like the defective one, who makes all of these adventures possible. And are we almost there? Not yet, but we're getting closer to completing the flying machine, which might add in display 300 buzz from custom contraptions, and we just went up to 500. Oh yeah, that's awesome. And Beach Watcher Goose Bucket! You also ended up with a broken face, and you were lost at sea for 15 days. Is it bad I didn't notice? Because we were so distracted with other things. But look at this flamboyant fish! It's about time! It is about time we have the ability to add in some wonderful fish. However, I didn't have the aquarium 100% ready for them yet. Did I say I would? Yes. Did I get it 100% ready? No, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Let's see. And then I think I'm gonna put another airlock door over here in case we need to like have, maybe we need to get another marine life expert. It's just occurring to me. Like, maybe that would be a good idea too, just before everything really starts, you know, picking up and we suddenly have fish to take care of. Not fry, no fish to fry, mind you, but just fish to take care of. And then let's see. I think that will keep our little fish friend alive. And we can even name the fish, which I find to be an extremely wonderful thing. Near another flamboyant fish is their perk. So hang in there, little friend. You actually got caught with another little friend. Are you guys the same? Oh, they are. How fun. And they just really wanted to be near each other. Aww. They have literally zero decoration in this aquarium. All right, let's fix that really quickly. Because we have aquarium plants we can put on in as a few pieces of decor. We also need to, ooh, I like the archway. We also need to put down some educational facilities about these fish. Show off. You know what? If I was going to like actually get gold for our museum's like nest egg, or some might even call that savings, or you know, the wages for the staff, why not go ahead and make it a little more interactive for the staff by having them swim into the tank to retrieve their paychecks? That's gonna keep it safe from nefarious ne'er-do-wells who might go ahead and try to like steal things, right? And it might even, you know, I'm sure everybody wants to be paid in golden doubloons rather than direct deposit. Oh, I would hate that. I would be so mad. I would not be okay. I would be very upset if that wasn't possible. Like if I had to wait for like the alphabet, aka Google, to like send me like an AdSense check every month. No, that I would never be able to eat. I would starve. All right, let's see. And then do we like those? I think I like the aquarium grass. All right, there's gonna be a lot to decorate in this aquarium, and I'm very excited about the new fish that we have. And I think it'll be very exciting to have more spots for like info boards, more spots for donations, more spots for people to be able to sit and learn about the fish. Maybe even have a fun location where we could have, let's see, the large donation stand. We'll put that over here. And I'm gonna rotate it just a little more. There we go. Maybe even have like a tour. Maybe also have a spot where people can play with those like tuna forks. Oh, hey! I think our intrepid marine biologist is already diving on in and taking good care of those fish. Would you look at that? I'm so proud of you, Beach Watcher Goose Bucket. You definitely need to have probably at least one other marine expert assisting you at this point if we want to be able to maybe keep you, everybody else, especially like, well, everyone. I almost said especially the fish, but I clearly meant to say to keep everyone alive and well, of course. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And we'll have a cute little waterfall wall set back over here. I like that. And then, we don't really have any turtles. We do have the murals that we could put back there. Oh, that's so fun. There's a shipwreck mural. Can we put it? We can't put it inside the fish tank. I wish we could. That'd be really fun. And then I guess we could have like a little sign on both sides to kind of like, oh, let's see, to advertise about the fish. Can I change the, oh, cute. We can talk about like sunfish as well. I really love how many ways we can go ahead and we can kind of decorate these zones to show off all of the fantastic finned friends we have. There's the small heater, and then let's go ahead and what say you, friends, about having some more of these cargo corner benches tucked down over here so people can sit and admire the fish? And then we'll bring in another marine life expert if we can find one. A bean-brained nimble junior expert, eloquent bean-brained, a globe-trotting scientist level 3. Now those are some pretty good applicants, but I really need marine life. And also, where'd the thief go? Excellent job, Eagle Eye Ross. Have a raise so that you don't quit on me right when you're about to go ahead and be ready for more training. How's our new chef doing? Excellent. I wonder if we should get more of those situation enhancers out and about, but we have a lot of other things to take care of as well, including tending to the next goal of having one workshop with a level 5 display rating, which is actually something that I promised we would do last time and possibly the time before that. But you know, sometimes, I'll admit it, we get distracted. I know, it's a shock. It definitely, I can hear your protest now. No, we don't get distracted. Siri, what do you, I know. What am I saying? But I have to be honest with you, friends. I do think that from time to time, perhaps we get a little distracted. With, like doing things like accidentally moving your training academy around because you got excited to see that some of your staff are ready to be upgraded, and you kind of start going in the wrong direction. Anyway, let's put in more. So the spare parts bin is really cool. Wow, there's a lot of people ready for some new training. So we'll definitely take care of that in just a moment here. We apparently are having a botany inspection as well. That's totally not pressure on me because I happen to absolutely adore our botany section. We'll get to level 5 in decor in just a second. And I guess speaking of mechanics, this is a very appropriate thing to work on, our workshop. The Judgment Clouder and Scent Situators are doing a noble effort to cover the stench from the oasis. Soon we'll know if the oasis will clear, or if we have bigger, deeper problems. Flowering cacti! It's a 2-star museum, friends! It's wonderful to hear of your many scientific developments at the museum. Just a shame they don't include fixing the oasis. The science bin and flowering cactus are now unlocked. And I think now that we have been pushed to the point of not knowing where the actual solution to our very stinky pear-filled problem is, I think we just actually got kicked out of the museum and we have to go and tend to I think we did just get kicked out, and I think now we're supposed to go check on another one of the new areas, Pepperly Heights. I think now that we have gotten some of our scent projects done, now that we have begun to get a better judgment, one might say, of the situation, I think I just got booted out of my own laboratory so that we can go ahead and see if maybe the answer, to quote a famous frilly-haired man, is aliens. And it's always been aliens, and will always be aliens. I guess we'll have to find out next time. Huh. Just when we finally... You know what? Just for being able to celebrate for the sake of science! I've got my flowering cactus. Oh my gosh, I've got my flowering cactus! Oh, that makes me very, very happy. Oh, all right, friends. Well, progress of a sorts has been made. Now, I absolutely positively am going to start decorating with some desert gardens here, there, and everywhere that hopefully those bungle bun thieves trying to wreck our museum can just bumble their way right into. And we will carry on with seeing what our expeditions to a little bit more of an extraterrestrial location might have to do soon? Why are my plants dying? Where's... Uh-oh. Where'd my botany experts go? For science! Next time. And I'll see you guys then. Stay curious, everyone. How have I gotten used to the eyeball plants of all things? Wow. Exposure therapy does a lot, doesn't it? Bye-bye.